What's up, guys? We are coming to you from the back step of a training medic unit that South Metro has, and we're not in our office. We're here because it's EMS week. And a big part of what South Metro Fire Rescue does is emergency medical calls. Last year, 62% of all the calls that South Metro responded to were EMS calls. So it's a big deal. We run more EMS calls than we do fire. And in the Fire Academy vlog that Connor's going to be doing this week, you'll get to watch the recruits do their EMS training, which is really important, and get a better idea what they're up against. So all of that's pretty cool stuff. And this week is a really great opportunity for us to celebrate our EMTs, our paramedics on this fire department, and certainly everywhere else for all of those folks that do that great work. So while I was gone and on vacation last week, Connor had to hold down the whole fort, mostly by herself, but with the help of Kim and Mickey also. And on one of the days, Kim and Connor both responded to a cement truck that tipped over. So tell us about that.
Absolutely. So right around the intersection of Happy Canyon Road and Legay Road, that is where that cement mixer was coming around a curve, and it tipped over. So when we got on scene there, the crews were really trying to stop any of that mixture and fuel from getting into a nearby water source. So they were able to use some supplies to kind of make sure that the fuel was going in a certain direction instead of going down into that area where the waterway was. And we actually brought the hazmat apparatus to the scene, as well as the decontamination truck. So a lot of different vehicles that were on scene there, and they also had to bring in two big heavy wrecker trucks, and they had to upright that cement mixer. So that actually took quite a bit of time because they had to completely wrap the truck in different chains, and really in a way to control how they brought it back upright to make sure that it didn't come slamming down and that it didn't go rolling down the road as well. So we were on scene for quite a bit of time, a few hours, but they were able to successfully upright it, and the driver and the passenger as well were actually not injured, surprisingly. So it was a good ending to something that looked pretty serious when we got on scene.
Some of you may have already seen the full video of the duck rescue that we had at South Metro this week. It was kind of a funny one because the crew of Tower 18 2 weeks ago responded to a duckling rescue. They got 5 that time and put them in a wildland helmet and released them into the open space. The same crew from Tower 18 got called to another duckling rescue, and this time they doubled the number. There were 10 ducklings, and that, as we have found out, is the most that a fire helmet, at least a wildland fire helmet, is going to hold successfully. So they reunited the ducklings with the mama duck, and that's always a really happy kind of news story that we can share with our media partners and with our community members, that our firefighters are here for really everything, and even though a lot of the bad stuff that we go to is uncomfortable to talk about, this is a really good opportunity for us to share a happy story.
Oh, on the way here. No ladder? I said no. Here. You got the bucket? Yeah. You want the far one out, or you gonna
no,
you good where you at?
Yeah, I'm just gonna crash.
Okay. How many you got down?
10. I counted 10. 5 fit in the last one.
Yeah, we took out, what did we get the other day, like half a dozen? It was 5. Okay. Where's Mom?
Keep that covered because they're jumping.
Yep, I got you. Okay, and where what?
Yeah, I think just anywhere right there, because they're going to end up going this way, right?
Should I go over that way, or?
No, I mean they're going to...
Okay.
It's up to you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking for guesses. Come on. There we go. That's all of them.
Mom, we can't go in this.
The other a really cool thing that happened at South Metro last week was an alumni lunch. And a couple times a year, we invite all of the retired personnel from South Metro to a fire station, and they get to have lunch, tell stories, take some pictures together, and just have a great time. It's a really fun way to learn about the fire department's past and get to meet the people who made our organization what it is today. It's really important to us here. Training at South Metro is really important to all of the different bureaus here, and it's no different for us in the Communications Bureau. So between calls and between media events and things that we have to be at, we try and take time to train. So right now Connor is working on her Blue Card Incident Commander certification, and we also try and take time to practice our interview skills. Vlogging is one thing, but doing more difficult interviews with each other about technical incidents and how we're responding to those, the kind of ways that we use our body language or the way that we speak, our voice inflection, the words that we're choosing, all of those things need to be practiced. So we thought we'd give you a little bit of a behind the scenes look when we're not at a call, what's happening in the office.
So each day is different for Eric and I as PIOs for South Metro Fire Rescue. A lot of the days we are out and we are responding to incidents, we're making different videos, but a lot of our work also happens right here inside of our office. And today I'm working on Blue Card training. So I already went through ICS and now I'm on to Blue Card. There are 8 functions of Blue Card that I have to get through, and it's really learning the importance of command and communication when we're on scene of incidents. So understanding the scope of Blue Card, there is 50 hours required for this online portion and then 24 hours for a 3-day simulation in our lab.
So every day as a public information officer is different, but a lot of the time it's the same when it comes to what we have to do in the office. One of the things that Connor and I do on a regular basis is check in with our email, interact with everybody who's inside the department, and with our community members who may have ideas or things that they want to do, different kind of community events. Social media monitoring and posting is a big part of our job as well with all the different accounts that we have. So YouTube, which of course you're watching us on now, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Nextdoor, those are all places where we're looking to see what questions and comments people have, and then we're proactively posting information.
As you all know, in our last vlog, we talked about the STEM shooting, and since then there's been a lot of follow-up with our media partners in the area. Recently, we had a reporter come by and interview one of our district chiefs, and he not only has been around for the STEM shooting, but also the Arapahoe High School shooting and the Columbine High School shooting. So he was able to really discuss what that was like for him to go through, not only in his position, but for himself as a person, and thinking about his family members too, and how we have trained in the department to be prepared for those situations. And we will link those links below so you can take a look at those stories if you'd like to.